Bon, on se revoit ici. Je suis revenu au Adversary. Puis à la place de parler, je vais juste slay the princess. Je vais essayer ça.
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Non, keep pushing. La dernière fois, on a essayé un peu de manœuvrer, ça n'a pas marché. Keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you get it, don't you?
Silently continue pushing.
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee.
Whoops. Collides with your ribs and you feel them splinter, cracking like wood from the
As she
impact.
strikes you again,
Ouch.
you hear the whine of straining metal, and then a snap. It would appear that she's loose. We're fine! But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against
Et
yours.
on voit rien, c'est juste...
Your grip
Okay.
loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet.
You want to be free? J'ai le goût de faire ça. Aren't you jumping the gun?
How much more proof do you need? Would it help to watch me rise from the dead with your own two eyes? Fine. Go ahead. Stab me in the heart. See what happens.
The princess throws open her arms, exposing her chest. Is she really just going to let you slay her? Do it. Do it right now, before she changes her mind.
Hold on. What if this is a trick? If she's leaving herself open like this, there's only one way we can strike at her. For all we know, she's 3 steps ahead of us.
Ouais, hein?
3 steps ahead of us. Have you met her? This isn't a trick.
And how
Non,
would
elle
you
fait
know
pas de
that?
trick.
Because I wouldn't think to trick us, so why would she? That's a great point, so please stop hesitating and end this now.
Alright, slay the princess.
The princess remains unflinching as you run her down, her stoic expression once again curving into a knowing smile as the pristine blade buries deep into her heart.
Did she really just let us do that?
Apparently, yes.
See you soon.
And then she stumbles back into the wall, the blade still lodged firmly in her chest. She collapses to the ground. She's dead. It's over. It's finally over. But it can't be over. She said she'd be back.
Ouais, hein?
I know that the two of you had some sort of weird bond, but look on the bright side. Now we don't have to die. Isn't that nice?
No, it's not nice. I wanted to fight her forever. This is shit.
It's not fair.
Life isn't fair, but what's done is done, and whether you like it or not, the entire world is in your debt for saving it from ruin. I'm sure in due time you'll learn to live with yourself.
Let's just get out of here.
Yes, that sounds...
Watch your body for a little while longer.
Fine. You remain where you are and watch over the princess's corpse. She remains dead.
I'm telling you, she's coming back. She said she's coming back.
She's not.
She is.
She's not coming back. She's dead. Your blade is embedded in her heart. You slew her. It's over. I don't know how many more times or how many different ways I need to express this objective reality before it finally makes its way through your dense skull.
How many different ways have you got left to express it? Because it'll take a hell of a lot more to convince me that she's not coming back.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Can the two of you stop arguing? No! I'm not the only one who just saw her eyes open, right?
What are you talking about? For the millionth time, she's...
Yes, I told you I'd be back.
alive. We're shit out of luck, aren't we?
J'aime que la musique elle recommence.
I knew it. I told you all that we should believe in her. This is perfect.
And you waited for me. I knew I could count on you. I knew we were connected.
The princess staggers to her feet, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade you buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
C'est ça, c'est... Comme on avait du unfinished business, fait qu'on a continué, mais là, c'est vu que j'ai trouvé la manière de rester là.
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over.
Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Close to untethering. What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that.
But you did say it, so it means something. Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world.
And what is that supposed to mean?
I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that.
If you lose the thread...
Why the bloody hell not?
Le shifting mount, quand on a fait l'ending, le Oblivion ending, où est-ce qu'on refusait de faire quoi que ce soit.
Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts.
What?
Princess can't die, princess can't die. You mean like the princess can't die, don't you? Too late for that, I think we've all thought that one. I'm not going to say the princess can't die, I'm not even going to think the princess can't die. I can't wait. I'm not going to say the princess can't die, no. You mean like the princess can't die?
Yes, exactly. Like the princess can't die. I tried, you know. I tried very hard
C'est un
to
côté
make this
perception, c'est
work.
sûr que c'est nous autres qui a créé ça.
I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it?
Yes, Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right?
No. No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world?
You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her.
And what exactly can't we leave her down here?
Because all it would do is stall the inevitable.
And what's wrong with stalling?
Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on.
Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this?
Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you. It's time. Yes, I suppose it is.
If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out.
I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Kiss him,
Don't you
Emma.
get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Join your adversary. Let's go.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look.
Fait que ça, c'est comme deux entités.
There's a lot of flowery description coming from someone who thinks he already knows how this is going to play out.
Unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Genre, on va rester là.
Oh,
forever.
indulge me, will you? Me knowing how this is going to play out is exactly why I'm being flowery. Let me have just this one thing, all right?
All right.
Here it comes. The big finish.
Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess ready to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body, and
What happened? Why did everything go dark?
you died. That blow was apparently lethal. How anticlimactic.
You don't get it, do you? We're not dead. We're stronger than this. So stop whining and get up.
Saying get
What?
up is not going to change the fact that you're dead. How dense are you?
Il est stubborn, mon gars.
Funny that you're calling me dense when you still haven't figured it out. We can't be dead. We're just like her. All of you need to wake up and enter the new world.
You know, maybe he has a point. If we're dead, how are we still talking?
Because you being dead is reality. Because it says right here that you're
Wake up.
Well,
alive.
that's right.
I thought I lost you there, but you've figured things out, haven't you? Good. The two of us can finally be together.
Ok, fait que là, on est comme ensemble pour le reste de l'éternité à se battre.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
We're all still here. This is all going to be okay. Isn't it?
He doesn't answer the voice. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
Oh, stumbles and her body
I
slumps.
feel so... tired.
Bye. You've been fighting for a long time. You should rest.
She's gone. Is that a...
Je veux
On
coucher,
beg.
monsieur, Noël.
This...
Screw.
Je vais voir qu'est-ce qu'elle dit. Fait que là... Proceed to the camera. Le dernier que j'aimerais, parce que là je dis dernier parce qu'on a pas mal fini, là. On a tout, pas mal tout vu. Il y en a un dernier que j'aimerais voir. C'est la bête.
Something finds me in the long quiet. And
The gift of a fragile vessel.
yes, nerve, this one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now
fait que c'est
I
la
feel a
même.
will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Alright.
Nothing. There is no exit.
You forget.
She
Fait que là on va aller
has
voir le, beast. Parce qu'on on a amené le beast.
You're on a path. You're here.
Ça,
You're warning. She will not ignore.
de ce que je me rappelle,
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely the blade.
on rentrait pas de blade.
Her voice
Hello?
is don't let
I'm just checking in on you. Continue
good.
down the stairs.
You walk down the she's I am
Hi.
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Je pense que I'm going to keep you locked way down here. No, I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. It doesn't add up. Je pense que c'est lui ici. Oups, c'est pas ça que je voulais faire.
thank you. You turn back.
So, you'll regret, but you'd.
Slip these she has to be bluffing, but you rush up.
Okay. If we're sure about...
You slowly creep down the basement stairs, where the princess
Is it just me?
Hello?
Why don't you come close?
Let's
your
finish
eyes
this.
dart.
Where is she?
Investigate the arm.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs. You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast. She slams the...
No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think you should understand. It just isn't worth the risk.
With those parting words, the princess
Whoops.
walks away. Her quiet footsteps event.
It can't just end like this, right?
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't. You don't know how much time passes before the end. The world ends, and you...
The Witch. Ah non, c'est pas
Yo.
ça que je voulais. Non, 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 main menu. On va juste reset là.
You're
So they continue to the cabin. The Witch on l'a déjà
you
vu.
know she will... We're not going to ignore... The blade
Into the basement.
is don't let it...
Ah non, c'est ça,
Good.
c'est quand je vais
You
essayer de la
walk
se
to she's-
libérer.
You're only...
Thank you.
You're making... No. You walk there large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have.
Maybe it's doubtful.
Check
With
upstairs.
some
Return to the
easier...
bottom.
I heard the doors.
There's a slight...
If I could just.
She barely... She rips her flesh... Or you won't...
Save the princess.
Fine. Against you cut.
The blade is sharp.
Her limb. She didn't know. She's... How is she still...
Thank you.
Project Lock Door,
No.
c'est là.
We won't have... As the prince... Wait. This isn't fair. You can't just do... Watch me.
Je pense qu'il faut que je warn. Non, si je warn, elle va tomber dans le Witch.
Okay, so
You bring the blade down to strike at the prince, but she's fast.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just. I don't know what's come over you. But if I have to kill.
She pounces
voilà,
on you with the
okay.
same... But you
That's
have
good.
a weapon. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth somehow shut. You collapse to the floor. Your body unresponsive as your... If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to... It can't just... As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently,
Bon, ça, on l'a déjà
everything
vu.
goes dark.
And you die. The witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Non, 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 ça marche pas là. C'est pas le witch que je veux, puis là je veux comme...
You're on a path. You're here. She will. We're not going to go. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ok, faut...
The interior of the blade. The door to her voice
Hello?
is don't let.
Puis là, je dois dire que je suis en train d'utiliser un guide parce que ça fait comme 3 fois que je le fais. Puis ça fait 3 fois que j'ai le Witch à la place du Beast. Fait que le Beast, c'est le dernier. Le Beast, puis il y a une affaire qui s'appelle le Den après. C'est les 2 derniers qu'on n'a pas vu encore. Lie, I'm here to save
Wait,
you.
really? You're here to rescue me?
I see. You're.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and look up. I am begging.
Hi. I can't believe... I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intention.
Let the princess... Talk Wilson decide to free her, okay? Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Keep it down here like this. Okay, I'm going to get you out, don't make me regret it. Ouais, ok, mais là je peux faire. Là ça me dit. Go back upstairs to the blade. Go back upstairs to the blade, mid conversation without telling her why, warning her you will kill her. Then when she attacks, choose to give up. Go upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word. C'est peut-être ça que j'avais fait.
Thank you. You turn back to.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't...
Slip these. She has to be bluffing, but you rush up to the.
Okay. If we're sure about this,
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
where the princess...
Oh,
Is it just me?
Alright.
Your
let's finish
eyes
this.
dart.
Where is she?
Close the door.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe
Investigate the
you
arm.
step forward to investigate. A trail of blood leads, and then you hear the quiet patter of feet against.
Holy shit.
Give up.
Are you serious?
This is the end.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
Fait que je sais pas trop c'était quoi qui faisait que ça marchait pas. On est arrivé à la même affaire. Le Beast.
You're on a path in the woods.
Fait que là, le
And at
Beast,
the
on l'a
end of that
déjà
path
vu,
is a cabin.
mais j'ai fait un petit peu
And in
n'importe
the
quoi.
basement of that cabin, you're here.
Je veux qu'on essaie parce que le dodge ça marchait quand même bien jusqu'à temps qu'elle me mange là. Proceed to the cabin.
She will. There's a cat.
Don't see...
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted.
That's a
On l'a déjà
Maybe.
vu, là. Je suis sûr qu'on l'a déjà vu. Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
On l'a déjà ramené le Beast. C'est celui-là, mais il y a quelque chose après que je vais aller voir. Attends, The Beast. Puis là, le Den, ça dit allow the Beast to kill you without letting her swallow you. Continue dodging her attacks. Mais il me semble qu'on l'avait à un moment donné qu'elle faisait comme ta 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 ta, puis elle nous a tués parce que
The
comme...
blade is your implement.
Yeah, take the blade parce que... into the basement.
The door to the air seeping up from below.
Yeah, ça, on l'a
She
déjà vu.
growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view.
Je
She
vais
could be any.
save.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the under. Remember, she's just. She is certainly not just. You're not. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Move.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadow.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Ça te kill you because you're a threat. Run for the stairs. Non, on va juste se faire manger. What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope.
Oui, parce qu'elle,
You
elle a
live
compris que mon
and
corps
die
mort,
ça
ça marchait
my
pas.
whims. And
pour ça
Don't
qu'elle
ask
nous a
her what she
mangé.
wants, just slay her.
Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know.
She's just a...
She's clearly.
Just a princess. We don't have to kill each other. Why would you want to kill? No, we don't have to kill each other. But if I helped you,
you cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
alright. Play dead. Ouais, la dernière fois, on avait fait wait for her to strike and hit her back, je pense. Je vais faire un save dans ma deuxième place ici. Puis ça, je vais essayer play dead.
We're playing dead. It's unexpected. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you collapse to the ground, feigning death. She lands directly on top of you with her full weight, nearly crushing you into the dirt, but then... silence. Only broken by the sound of your beating heart. It actually worked, didn't it? Only, what do we do to make her leave? Do we just keep playing dead? She sniffs at you, shifting her weight uncomfortably as her face finds yours. Her breaths are hot and oppressive against your skin.
Have you seen my great big eyes? Because they see you, fledgling. They see your heartbeat pulsing in your throat.
Oops.
Move, now! But it's too late for you to move. Her jaw unhinges, and she swallows you whole. I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
Non, elle nous a...
You are in a dark and caustic place. The liquid pooling beneath you starts.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move. Her thundering footfalls twist.
But you don't belong down here. You came from...
She stops, her muscles tensing around you. and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. Her chains. She's...
But even then, it denied me freedom.
Ça, on l'avait vu la dernière fois.
And then it was gone. I
Quand j'avais juste
learned
décidé genre de
Do you really
juste
need me
me
to give
laisser
you a
mourir.
definitive answer for you to... You still have that steel claw. Tear through her.
Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least...
That is a bad thing to do.
You could have asked before swallowing me alive. I'll kill myself and nobody gets to leave. I have my steel claw. I could use it to hurt you. Dig with the steel claw. Dig with the steel claw.
Though you have little room to move, you use what strength you can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Yeah. So I dig with the steel claw.
You slice again, deeper, rooting through her meat
Jesus.
with the tip of your blade, until at last it finds her beating heart.
Oh!
The pulling has turned to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You
Ah!
can't hold me forever.
Ah! Slay the princess!
Though your body is dissolving, eroding into unrecognizable shapes, your will drives it forward. You have a target, and you will strike it.
We're too late, aren't we? This isn't survival. This is spite.
Wait.
No, it's something better. It's fulfilling a noble destiny. Your lone, functioning arm lashes out, stabbing up towards the princess's heart.
So you found a way to kill me. Then we'll die together. And I will see you again soon.
With those prophetic words, you do not draw another breath, your body tangled and melting in the cooling folds of the princess's flesh. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Duh.
But at least you've saved the world. I hope.
I hope. The Wild. Ça, on l'a déjà vu.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no
Ouais,
end.
parce qu'on est devenu une
Something
affaire.
cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
Ça, on a vu les deux aussi. On a vu quand on reste avec eux autres. On a vu quand on... Fait que je vais faire load. Je vais reload d'ici. Parce que Play Dead, on l'a fait, ça marche pas. Survive. Juste survive.
You spin into a new patch of jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Why do you want to kill me? I don't think I can keep this up. Non, c'est pas ça qu'on veut dire, hein? Parce que run for the stairs, je pense pas que ça va faire grande différence. Ça va juste me tuer. Stop hiding.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
Why do you want
Why
to
does
kill me?
anything kill anything else?
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse.
What she
Never
wants
mind.
only matters if she wins. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your
There we
neck.
go.
Flee. We can't keep doing this.
Yeah, stay alive. Run for the stairs, ça marchera pas. Stand still, Play Dead, ça marchera pas. Wait for her to strike and hit her back, ça marchera pas. Stay alive.
You're a little slow this time. Or maybe she's a little faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side. It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper. How was she that fast?
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side, testing her claim. It's wet and stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips. A costly mistake. We can't make it again. We will make it again unless something changes. We have to break the pattern. We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end. I don't question who I am or what I want. I simply...
Can't believe I'm saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around. She's more tense this time. She means this next blow. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding. We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
Again. C'est la dernière fois.
Once again, you narrowly avoid the full force of the impact, and once again you are too slow to come away unscathed. You're starting to get tired. You're making mistakes. This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. We're trying, but we can't keep this up much longer. We have to. We keep up or we die.
You're getting slow.
She seizes the opportunity, lunging once again from the darkness, fangs bared and claws flashing. She attacks over and over and over, and each time she leaves with a little piece of you. Too tired to think, but we have to think. We have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance to react, it's over. She makes her last foray from the dark corners of the room. You do your best to dive out of the way, and you partially succeed. Partially? Yes. The princess fails to swallow you whole. She only swallows your lower body. That's just as bad. That's worse, even.
C'est différent.
It's death either way. At least this will be a faster end. You look down to see that the dirt between you is strewn with your intestines, trailing all the way up and disappearing behind her blood-stained teeth. Your legs are nowhere to be seen. You start to go into shock. The princess, bloody saliva dripping from her lips, idly gnaws on what's left of you as you rapidly fade away.
I didn't mean to do that. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
J'en ai-tu un autre? Ah, there we go. The den.
You're on a path in the That didn't work. We're going in with a plan this time. We're not getting stuck in another loop, just acting on instinct. We're stuck in a big enough loop as it is. Instinct was keeping us alive until it wasn't. So what are we supposed to do? Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not so you know more than you're letting on.
Là, je
Yeah, what he
je le skip un peu là, parce que...
Of course I do, but believe me, it's in your best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be.
Ah, ça, on l'a vu souvent.
And why is that? Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things I'm not allowed to tell you. It's a hard rule. And whose rule is it? Who's telling you to boss us around? We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge. It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
Okay, what's the plan?
She spent as much time as she could in the shadows. So we're gonna draw her out. But she's fast, and she's clever. We're clever too. So this time we're not gonna let her cut off our escape. We're gonna lead her to the stairs ourselves. It'll be a lot easier to deal with her once we can actually see what she is. But you already know what she is. She's a princess. Yeah, right. A princess we couldn't see, and one that had big, sharp teeth too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job? Sharp teeth.
I want to assess what's going on here. What do you know you're not telling me? Proceed to the cabin.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do.
Wait, on l'a-tu déjà vu, ça?
Alright, we've been over the plan. Goad her out of the shadows, make her show herself.
And what if she doesn't want to be...
We'll figure out a way to make it.
And if that doesn't make her any...
It will.
Ça, on a vu
It's
ça
always...
avant.
The interior is dark and
Yeah, we
overgrown.
déjà vu.
The blade is your implement.
If there's a way forward, that mirror is blocking it up.
What are you talking about? He isn't tricky.
Then either...
On take the blade,
Yes,
why not?
take the steel.
You pull the odds up. Haven't you...
That mirror. So
Oui, on avait...
you reach forward and wave. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. You
On le
step
smash,
forward
non?
into
La
the
dernière
darkness. If there were once...
Oops.
It smells of mold, and as you crawl forward, stay quiet.
Sanity proceed down the
You
stairs.
say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're safe.
Think quiet.
She doesn't respond. I assume that means her answer is yes.
Ready to fight her, try to lure her out.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked,
Je pense qu'on l'a
eyes
déjà vu.
wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement.
That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you.
There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
That's stage one. Now stay focused.
You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the sounds are coming slower now, the breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. She is a broad and sickly creature, her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space.
Oh,
She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below.
So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started. Was she? No, she wasn't.
Looking at her makes me feel sad.
Yeah. Now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all.
ben, tu serais quand même tué, là.
Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying. Don't leave me here. But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you.
If you want us to ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide, pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us feel conflicted.
I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you.
What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this?
She hurts. We should help.
We did bring the blade. Maybe we should use it.
Splendid idea. You have a job to finish, and this is the perfect opportunity to finish it.
Or maybe we should try and talk to her.
That's a terrible idea. Your first one was better.
Let's talk.
You cautiously make your way closer to the princess, her eyes avoiding yours with the silent resignation of a defeated predator.
Oh, on va aller. There we go, c'est fini.
She's gone. And there's that mirror again. I'm begging. This,
You're right.
Gaze into your reflection. Proceed to the cabin.
Something finds me
C'est elle
in
qu'on a
the
faite.
long quiet
Qui nous a
and
miam,
brings
qui
me
nous a
the
mangé,
gift
genre.
of a fragile vessel.
C'est elle que ça fait comme le den, on l'avait déjà fait, ok. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes. No, this one is consumed by instinct. A predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
Alright. Bon. Là, il resterait juste le beast. Parce que ça veut dire qu'on a le den. On a le den, mais là, le beast, comment qu'on fait pour le finir? Ouais, ok.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only... Remember, she is... Doesn't matter what she... Her shining...
I can hear you. I'm so...
A ship... Yes,
Ok, on est revenu ici avec le beast. Fait que là, moi, je m'étais trompé. On a fait le den l'autre fois. Puis, c'était pas ça. On vient de voir le den, genre une autre version du den qui était genre on s'est pas juste battu, là. Là, il faut essentiellement qu'elle sorte. Là, je me demandais c'était quoi, tu sais, si moi je meurs, on meurt, puis that's it, on tourne dans le den ou quoi que ce soit. Mais sinon... excusez-moi. Sinon, il faut qu'on sorte. Fait que si je fais stand still, je pense qu'elle va juste me manger tout de suite. C'est ça le plus rapide.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous, the princess, lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger.
Yep,
She is too quick to outrun. I guess that, unfortunately for you, no. You are in a
Là,
dark and
le petit
caustic
guide que j'ai,
place.
ça dit tu
A
fais
thick,
tout sauf
fibrous
dégoûter
lining
ce
constricts
truc-là.
around you, its slick surface impossible to grip.
Faut pas se laisser
Your
dessus, faut
hands,
pas se
the
laisser
liquid
mourir.
pool,
When I killed you,
the flesh around
But you...
She stops. Her mustache changes.
But even...
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards.
And then it was gone. And I was here. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
You still have that steel claw. Tear through her.
Or we
On l'a
could
fait la
use it to
dernière
make
fois.
this quick for ourselves.
That is a...
Can you talk to the
I
cabin?
understand it. And it under...
You could have asked me before swallowing me alive.
I acted on my will, fledgling. And you acted on yours. The strong triumph. And the weak submit or perish.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this.
We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
Could use it to hurt you. They could still claw. Fine, you can leave. Slay yourself. No, fine, you can leave.
Oh,
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
that wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step. And then, it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
Ejected to a place that is nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you. This place is cold.
That's it, c'était aussi simple que ça. C'est comme le Nightmare. Le Nightmare, j'ai buggé parce que comme... L'option de la laisser sortir m'a juste pas effleuré l'esprit, tu sais. Fait que ça a pris un petit bout avant que je le fasse, cette
Where did she go?
option-là.
And is that a...
Yeah, approach the
begging you.
mirror, blah blah blah, ignore him, blah blah blah
It's
blah 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 blah, gaze, blah 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 blah. Fait que là, ça c'est le dernier, là, on les a toutes faites. Proceed to the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Yes, nerve. This one is consumed by instinct.
Ah, c'est la
A
même que
predator
l'autre.
pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
And there we go. Là-dessus, on a tout fini. J'aurais la liste des princesses, là, des différentes perspectives. Adversary, Apothéosis, The Beast, The Damsel, The Den, Iron Needle, Fury, Grey, 2 fois Grey, Moment of Clarity, Nightmare. Le Moment of Clarity, c'est genre le Nightmare upgradé. The Prisoner, The Razor, The Spectre, The Stranger, The Thorn, The Tower, The Wild. Puis même le Prisoner, on a les deux versions. On a la tête, puis on a genre le Prisoner au complet. The Tower, qui était un de mes préférés. The Wild, The Witch, The Wraith. On les a toutes faites. On a vu toutes les endings. Puis là, je pense que j'arrive justement au point où est-ce que je... C'est ça, je suis satisfait maintenant finalement. Donc, sur ce, on va se laisser. Il reste probablement une coupe d'achievements à faire, là, mais ça, je les mettrai pas en vidéo parce que ça va être essentiellement de répéter qu'est-ce qu'on a fait là, genre plusieurs fois pour avoir certaines affaires, etc., etc. Mais j'ai quand même été capable, j'ai quand même été voir la plus grande majorité des interactions qu'il y a. Fait que je suis content. Là, mon esprit est en paix. Là. Je vais pouvoir arrêter de jouer à ce jeu-là. Passer à autre chose. Donc sur ce... c'est ça. Sur ce, on se revoit pour d'autres choses. Je n'aurai pas besoin de quelque chose de léger après tout ça. Ouais. On se revoit pour d'autres choses la prochaine fois. Sur ce fut... Slay the Princess. Au revoir.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Un petit bonus. Je suis en train de finir les achievements, puis j'ai pogné ce bout-là. Où est-ce que, quand on a le witch, puis qu'on lui donne la dague, juste avant qu'elle nous tue, la dernière fois j'ai dit quelque chose de comme plate, mais à la place j'ai dit genre, ah t'es belle, puis j'aimerais ça, je veux te sauver. Puis là elle rougit un petit peu, puis là elle nous stab pareil. Mais là la voix qu'on a après c'est le smitten. Puis on sait comment qui est. Puis là, on arrive à ce moment-là où est-ce que je l'enlève. Puis là, j'ai cette ligne-là. Kiss her.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not.
Kiss her.
You know
Kiss
as well
her.
as I do that we can.
Oh, yeah.
And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
You lean in and you kiss her.
And
And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that.
Ugh, fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
Yes.
Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us.
It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff.
I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Please, after all the trials we
We cut through them.
I'm not
Ah,
a few
blablabla.
pointy.
Yeah, c'était juste ça. C'était juste un petit bonus à la fin parce que j'ai trouvé ça puis je peux pas résister l'ajouter dans la vidéo. Fait que, bye bye. Une dernière fin que j'avais passé par-dessus parce que c'est ça. Quand on arrive dans le cabine à la fin, on prend le blade. On enter the basement parce que la dernière fois, je suis rentré sans le blade. Puis là, l'autre fois, je suis rentré avec le blade et je l'ai tué. Mais si on rentre avec le blade, mais on la tue pas, elle va nous donner
And
un
down we
choix.
go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Puis là, à la place de juste la tuer comme j'ai fait la dernière fois, on va s'asseoir avec elle. On peut dire genre, I don't think I want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Are you the same as you are out there? Ça, c'est les mêmes
No.
réponses qu'on avait la première fois.
I feel like I'm myself again.
Quoique la dernière fois, on avait comme une face bizarre, là. There has to be a way out of this. C'est ça ici.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix whatever this place is and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
C'est là que tu vois un petit peu la dynamique entre les deux. La princesse, c'est genre le changement, le concept abstrait du changement. Mais moi, je suis un petit peu comme le catalyste là-dedans.
Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Moi, je suis comme la perception
Can she really do
qui
that?
fait ça, genre. Would resetting it to anything do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
How do you know that things won't end worse? That if we make it my way, when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you. What if I kill you? What if you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you.
Sérieux, j'ai l'impression que comme fuir la princesse, ça va changer notre univers, mais pas tant. Ça laisse l'univers
And
tel
if you're
quel parce que
hesitating, then you must still like me too.
le changement il est déjà là, tu sais. C'est ça que le narrateur il essaie d'enlever. We'd have to decide to do this every single time forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
J'aime beaucoup la philosophie en arrière de ce jeu-là. Le fait que tu as le choix, le fait que le choix que tu fais importe pas. C'est le fait que tu as le choix. I want to be here with you, I don't want to be alone again, is there any other way? Take it all back, I don't want this. Fait que tu sais, le reste, si je continue, on va tomber dans l'ending qu'on avait déjà, là, le canonique. Là. Fait que là, ce que je peux faire, c'est agree to her plan. Let's do it, I believe in us.
Okay.
On reste.
If this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
Oh, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Le jeu est reset.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Et nous revoilà au début. Avec les mêmes affaires. Essentiellement, pour terminer ça, on peut faire... peu importe, là, on prend n'importe lequel que tu prends. What are you talking about? Puis là, le jeu se termine. Fait que ça, c'était la dernière petite... C'était la dernière des petites... des petits endings qu'on avait. Une autre petite affaire que je vais trouver. On est dans le adversary. On rentre dans le basement.
No knife this time, as long as you
Sans
can still
knife.
get the job done. And don't forget that the door to the basement creaks open. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another...
This isn't what
Sans le déjà
As
vu,
much as I
mais-
appreciate the enthusiasm,
Non, on va
just
faire
watch
le-
as you descend the final step. The form of the... Looks like she could rip those chains.
Oh, it's you again. But no little knife this... No.
Non, c'est ça. Là, il y a une couple d'affaires. On peut faire le knife, on peut se battre. On a vu ça déjà. On peut faire le bout où est-ce que, essentiellement, on fait juste lui parler, puis on dit non, je veux pas me battre, puis elle fait juste nous péter la gueule. Puis là, on tombe dans le Fury, qu'on a déjà vu aussi. Mais là, I don't worry, I'm always up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here without a weapon is because having a knife felt unfair.
Then why are you just standing there? Fight me.
Elle était bien contente. Attack her unarmed.
I guess
C'est-
we'll have to
c'est-
see
c'est
how this
drôle,
goes.
ce
Hands
bout-là, je
empty.
trouve.
You charge the princess.
Quit the pessimism, will you?
Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her. No, look, I'm rooting for you. I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon.
We'll be fine. Just watch.
You attack, fists raised, and the two of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers tear into her flesh, and her fists and elbows return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
On s'entend qu'elle est beaucoup plus forte que nous.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack. The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space. Hot blood, suffocating you from the inside.
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
You don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, mais...
Are you serious? That's it?
That's it.
Mais la raison pourquoi que j'aime cette version-là, puis je voulais la mettre...
Like hell it is.
Yes.
We're not giving up that easy. Now get up.
Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no getting up from that.
Get up!
Wait, no, that's not right. You're...
Not dead anymore.
Yes. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. You're
J'adore le gore qu'il y a partout.
alive.
Elle nous a juste smashed to pieces, puis on se relève encore.
The princess takes a step back and looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the walls and dripping from my hands.
Wait, no, my face? You're joking, right? You're exaggerating? I still have my face, right? Touch your face.
You don't. I don't even know how you're talking to me.
You raise your hands and touch the front of your head. She's not wrong.
Tu vois qu'elle commence à être freak, là.
What? What did she do? What are we missing?
Who cares if we're missing our face? We can fight just fine without one.
Can I get my Gomer pristine blade now? No, attack the
The
princess.
two of you clash once more. It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry from what I'd hoped. Her injuries, though numerous, pale in comparison to yours, and the wounds you've inflicted upon her barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits, every movement burns.
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
She lands another devastating, no, lethal blow. Everything goes dark, again. And you die, again.
Mais...
You know what I'm going to say.
That we're not dead?
Yeah, we're not dead. Come on, get up. If we can just keep going, we're bound to wear her down eventually.
Are you sure she can't do what we're doing right now?
There's only one way to find out.
C'est malade, ça va être là. Get up!
Once more, you push yourself back to your mangled feet.
Puis check sa face. Hey, juste comme...
How are you still moving? How are you still doing anything? Bodies aren't supposed to look like that.
An uncharacteristic terror seems to grip her voice.
Have we ever seen her afraid before?
Non.
No, we haven't.
This is how we win. We can do this forever.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. I don't like looking at you like this. You're all twitching and wrong.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible.
Her fist flies towards where your face used to be, your twisted body incapable of moving out of the way. And then you see nothing.
Everything goes dark and we die?
Yes, something like that.
Elle nous a juste fait exploser la tête.
Well, don't you have something to say?
Yeah, I quit.
Boum! Elle fait juste nous faire exploser la tête, j'imagine, comme un melon. Puis
You're on a path.
là, on tombe dans le Fury parce qu'on n'a pas donné un fight. On a donné un fight bizarre, puis elle était pas contente. Puis le Fury, on l'a vu, ben elle fait juste nous faire exploser avec son esprit. Fait que, yeah, that's it. Encore une fois, là je fais beaucoup de permutations. Un autre affaire que j'ai trouvé qui est quand même cool.
The door to the
On
perfect.
arrive,
Is that
encore
another
une fois, c'est
challenge?
This
le...
isn't what good. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm,
C'est
just
le
make
petit
sure
dummy
as you
maman, là.
descend. Looks like she could rip
Le
those
petit demon
chains out
girl.
of the wall.
Oh, it's you again.
Puis là, on a
And
le
you brought
knife.
your-
Puis là, on peut slay the princess. Maintenant, on peut faire... Nope, I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye!
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Comme, autant que genre l'upgrade, le Eye of the Needle est impressionnante, mais comme j'aime quasiment mieux elle, il y a plus d'interaction avec elle. L'autre est juste comme, je veux te tuer, je veux te tuer, je veux te tuer. Puis là on fait run like hell.
You do your best to scramble up the stairs before the prince... You practically feel her steamy breath on the back of your neck, but you manage, just barely, to throw yourself over the threshold and slam the heavy stone doors behind you. You're safe, if only for a moment.
Do you think this door is enough to hold me? You're not getting out of this. I don't care how many things I have to break. I'm getting the fight I want.
The entire cabin shakes as the princess throws herself against the basement door.
It's huge and made of stone. We're fine. Right?
Of course we are. Any second now she's gonna break through that entryway. And we're finally going to get to do what we came here to do.
Another impact shakes the cabin, a massive gash splitting its way up the stone doors.
Here she comes.
The doors explode outwards,
Check
shards
ça,
of
là.
stone clattering against the walls as the princess emerges from the basement.
Stop running.
We're doomed.
In a fit of violence, the princess explodes across the room and closes the gap between you.
Puis là, essentiellement,
You
c'est
do your best to defend yourself from her onslaught, but you're sorely outmatched. For every wound you inflict on her, she inflicts 2 on you until, finally, you're no longer able to so much as stand. Your body is giving out.
Giving out? No, nobody's giving out. We're just getting started.
Don't be delusional, it's over.
You fall to your knees.
Is that it? You're supposed to be tougher than this. Come on, get up. Keep fighting me.
No, this isn't right. Listen to me. Listen to her. We can do this.
J'aime la musique en arrière aussi.
We can't.
Why won't you get up?
She kicks you in the chest, splinters from your shattered ribs stabbing into your heart and lungs. Your vision starts to swim. Finally, her face, twisted into an expression of disappointment and fury, fades. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Là, on arrive dans le Eye of the Needle. Mais c'est ça, j'aimais genre ce
You're on a
petit...
path
Oh,
in
shit.
the fear. No, are you sorry? Then what's
On a tous déjà vu ça. Non, c'est ça, c'est un des... Avoir interagi plus avec, là, le adversary, je l'aime bien. Là. Ils sont tous quand même pas pires, là, mais comme j'en ai une couple de... qui sont devenus mes préférés, disons. Ouais. Je trouve ça poche de finir ces épisodes-là juste en queue de poisson, juste en finissant. Voilà, c'est fini, bye! Je vais faire un proper outro dans ce jeu-là parce que. Pas que ça m'a surpris, mais une affaire du jeu qui m'a surpris, c'était que c'est resté pogné avec moi. Puis ça l'est encore. Je vous parle maintenant du Far Off Future d'une couple de jours plus tard. J'ai comme fini le jeu avec. J'ai comme fini le jeu, j'ai fait tous les achievements. J'ai vraiment exploré là, toutes les petites bouts du jeu et tout ça. J'ai beaucoup aimé ce jeu-là. L'aspect non linéaire de ce jeu-là est vraiment incroyable. Puis je pense que c'est pour ça que ça m'est resté. Le design, le son, l'écriture aussi, le writing est vraiment bon. C'est ça, c'est un des jeux que je vais me rappeler longtemps. Puis qui va rester avec moi longtemps. C'est ça, c'était tout ce que j'avais à dire. Sur ce, on se revoit la prochaine fois pour autre chose. Ce fut Slay the Princess. Au revoir.